Yo, what's up, everybody? It's SmartBiz and Tech by Zishopu. Listen, if you're even thinking about buying an EV, investing in EV tech, or just straight up confused why some electric cars go for days while others tap out after a few hundred miles, you have to watch this. We're talking Tesla's secret sauce, BYD's blade battery tech, even those crazy solid-state cells everyone's hyped about for 2025. This is your one-stop shop to figure out which battery tech is winning, what's coming next, and what you need to know before you even think about buying your next electric car. We're going to break down EV batteries from every angle: energy density, charging speeds, safety, how they handle the cold, and yeah, we're going to rank them too. Let's get it. All right, first up, the heavy hitters. NMC, nickel manganese cobalt, and NCA, nickel cobalt aluminum, lithium ion batteries. These are the ones powering most of the EVs you see on the road right now. Your Teslas, BMWs, Hyundais, you name it. Why are they so popular? Energy density. We're talking packing more range into a smaller, lighter package. Think about the Panasonic 2170 cells in the Tesla Model 3, right? 260 watt-hours per kilogram. That's serious juice. And fast charging? Oh yeah, we're talking 10 to 80% in like 20 to 30 minutes on those high-powered DC fast chargers. But, and this is a big but, these batteries come with a couple of drawbacks. First off, they're expensive, like really expensive. That's part of the reason EVs still cost more upfront. And then there's the cold weather performance. Let's just say these batteries don't love the cold. We're talking losing like half their capacity when the temperature drops below freezing. Not ideal if you live anywhere that sees a real winter. So, to sum it up, NMC and NCA batteries are the current champs when it comes to energy density and charging speed, but they're held back by their cost and that whole not liking the cold thing. Next up, we've got LFP lithium iron phosphate batteries. Now, you might not have heard of these a few years ago, but trust me, LFP is back in a big way, especially in China, where they're absolutely dominating the market. And now they're starting to take over globally too. See, LFP used to play second fiddle to NMC, less energy dense, not as fancy. But then companies like CATL came along and flipped the script. Their new Shenxing Plus LFP battery, 205 watt-hours per kilogram. That's right up there with the best NMC batteries, and it translates to some crazy range. We're talking 1,000 kilometers on a single charge, but it's not just about the range. LFP batteries are incredibly safe, like almost zero risk of catching fire safe. Plus, they last forever. We're talking up to 5,000 charge cycles. That's like double the lifespan of your typical NMC battery. And remember how NMC batteries hate the cold? Yeah, LFP laughs in the face of winter. They hold up way better in cold temperatures, so you don't have to worry about your range suddenly tanking when the weather turns. Oh, and did I mention charging? CATL's LFP cells can add 400 kilometers of range in less than 10 minutes. You heard that right. Less than 10 minutes. That's faster than most people take to get their morning coffee. So what's the catch? Well, LFP batteries do have a slightly lower voltage than NMC, which means they don't have quite as much peak power. But honestly, for most people, that's not going to be a deal breaker, especially when you factor in the affordability, durability, and safety of LFP. So yeah, LFP is killing it right now. It's the go-to choice for affordable, long-lasting, and safe EVs. And with those charging speeds, forget about it, LFP is the future. Chapter 3. Okay, now let's talk about the holy grail of EV batteries solid state. This is the tech that everyone's hyped about, the one that promises to revolutionize electric cars as we know them. So what makes solid state batteries so special? Well, for starters, they ditch the liquid electrolyte found in traditional lithium-ion batteries and replace it with a solid electrolyte. This seemingly small change has some huge implications. First off, solid-state batteries can potentially pack way more energy into the same space. We're talking double, maybe even triple the energy density of current EV batteries. That means longer range, smaller battery packs, and lighter cars. And then there's the charging speed. Because solid-state batteries can handle much higher currents, they can charge incredibly fast. We're talking a full charge in the time it takes you to watch an episode of your favorite show. But wait, there's more. Solid-state batteries are also inherently safer than lithium-ion batteries. Remember how I said LFP batteries are almost fireproof? Well, solid-state batteries take it to another level. Because there's no flammable liquid electrolyte, the risk of fire is practically eliminated. So, with all these advantages, why aren't we all driving around in solid-state powered EVs already? Well, there's a catch. Actually, there are a few catches. First off, solid-state batteries are incredibly difficult and expensive to manufacture. We're talking next-level material science and manufacturing processes. And right now, those processes are still being figured out. Second, solid-state batteries have a shorter lifespan than traditional lithium-ion batteries. They tend to degrade faster, which means they won't last as long. And when they do need to be replaced, it's going to be pricey. So, while solid-state batteries hold incredible promise for the future of EVs, they're not quite ready for prime time just yet. Most experts agree that we're still a few years away from seeing mass production of affordable, durable, solid-state batteries. But hey, that doesn't mean we can't get excited about the possibilities. Imagine a world with EVs that have 1,000-mile ranges, charge in minutes, and are practically immune to fires. That's the future that solid-state batteries could unlock. Chapter 4. Alright, so we've talked about the current champs, the comeback kid, and the holy grail. But what about the underdog, the dark horse of the EV battery world? That's where sodium-ion batteries come in. Now, you might be thinking, sodium? Like table salt sodium? Yeah, that's the one. See, sodium-ion batteries work on a similar principle to lithium-ion batteries, but instead of using lithium, they use sodium. And while it might sound crazy, this simple substitution could be a game changer. First off, sodium is way more abundant than lithium, like way more abundant. It's literally everywhere. This means that sodium-ion batteries have the potential to be much cheaper to produce than lithium-ion batteries. And in the world of EVs, where battery cost is a major factor, that's a big deal. But it's not just about the cost. Sodium-ion batteries also have some impressive performance characteristics. For starters, they can handle cold temperatures like a champ. No more worrying about your range plummeting when winter hits. And while they might not have the same energy density as the best lithium-ion batteries, they're catching up fast. CATL, the battery giant we talked about earlier, has already developed a sodium-ion battery with an energy density of 160 watt-hours per kilogram. That's not too shabby, especially when you consider the other advantages. So what's the catch? Well, sodium-ion batteries are still relatively new to the game. They're not quite as mature as lithium-ion batteries, and there's still some work to be done in terms of improving their lifespan and energy density. But despite these challenges, sodium-ion batteries have the potential to disrupt the EV market in a major way. They're cheaper, more sustainable, and perform well in a wider range of temperatures. Keep an eye on this technology. It could be the key to unlocking truly affordable and accessible electric mobility for everyone. So there you have it. The EV battery landscape is evolving faster than ever. Who would have thought we'd be talking about 1,000-kilometer ranges and 10-minute charging times just a few years ago? It's an exciting time to be following the EV revolution. Which battery tech impressed you the most? Are you Team LFP, rooting for solid state, or feeling the potential of sodium ion? Let me know in the comments down below. And hey, if you learned something new today, hit that like button and subscribe to SmartBiz and Tech by Zishopu for more tech deep dives. Until next time, ride on.